so I'm here with our F1 St Berdoodle litter, and they are actually 5 weeks this week. I apologize, I was not able to get a decent video last week. So we did a video and it just wasn't great. And so I didn't end up posting it. My kids were trying to help with it and they were all over and it just didn't work. And so I don't know if you're probably not. So to get the puppies to where they're picture and video pretty, I guess, it takes a lot of effort. Like we wash them, we blow dry them, and we have multiple litters on the ground that we're working with, and so on picture day, a lot of effort goes into making sure that they look so pretty for the stuff. So when that video didn't work out, I did not have time the next day or this week, the rest of this week, to go and rebath all of the puppies and do again. So that's why we didn't have a video last week, but here we are this week. They will actually be going for their shots and their first vet checkup next Tuesday. So when they're exactly 6 weeks old, they will go and do that. So they're growing, they're so cute. They are playful and interact really well together and whatnot. I have Padme right here in my hand. She still has a tiny bit of white hair on the top of her forehead, which makes it nice so that we can tell her apart from the others. But she, all of the bigger ones, so they gained a pound this week. So Padme's weighing about 4 pounds right now. And that's what I love their little cute paws with the cute little white socks on them. And she's so sweet. It's funny, there's a few of them that when it's picture time, like you just sit them up there and they just sit and freeze and they just look so cute. Okay, so next I have Leia. And of the girls, she is the smallest. She weighs 3 pounds. So she's about a pound smaller. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. These extra large breeds, a lot of times puppies are a lot smaller starting out, especially with really large litters. But even we've had some of Fenway's in the past that have been smaller when they're puppies, and even when they're with us. We had one that we actually ended up keeping additional weeks here with us that we worked with and stuff, and I didn't think he was ever going to catch up, but he's like a year now and has caught up in weight to our other St Berdoodle puppies and is comparable. So sometimes it just takes them longer to catch up and to get bigger. So, as I said, this is Leia with her little cute nose. I think she has a really cute face. I can always tell her in the litter just because I think she has a cute little head on her. All right, here, I'll put you right there, sis. Let's get Jen. And Jen is always easy to tell because she doesn't have any white on the top of her face here, but she does have it underneath there, and she is, let's see, almost 4 pounds. So Padme is still the largest female, and then Jen is just a few ounces lighter. So okay, my kids are sitting outside the room right here because I told them after last week that they couldn't be in here. But if you hear like tapping on the window and stuff, it's because they're standing over there watching and tapping on the windows. So I apologize. All right, let's see. Oh, no, that's not. We already did you, Leia, huh? Okay, here we go. We need Vader. Okay, so you're gonna notice if you've been following along, you're gonna notice that I did skip over one this week. Unfortunately, Chewy, a few weeks ago, the Fenway did end up roll on him in the night. And so we did lose him. And so it was really sad. It was a hard week after that. but so that's why I'm not bringing up Chewie. But Vader was the next in line, and he reminds me a lot, like his markings remind me a lot of Leia's markings sometimes, but his head, like he just seems to have like a little bit more masculine looking, like blockier head. So that is Vader. Next, we're gonna go on to Luke. I've got the 3 tries over here in the same basket, and they look so much alike that, okay, this is Luke. All right, so Luke he weighs the same as Padme, so he weighs 4 pounds. Of the tries, he is the smallest of those 3 bigger tries. But he has a darling face on him, and he's so sweet. Like he's super chill, sweet. He didn't know, it's funny, they kind of go through phases where they start moving around and are like super confident, like exploring and stuff, and then for like a week they kind of go through this phase where they get a little bit more nervous and don't know what to think about new things and stuff. And so they're totally in that phase right now, where when you put them in new situations, they don't know what to think. But he just, if you hold him close, he just loves to be snuggled. So Luke is probably my favorite, like personality wise in the tri-males right now. He's just so sweet and wants to be like cuddled and loved. So all right, next we will go to another one of the big males. We'll do, let's see, should we do Boba Fett or Mando? We'll do Boba Fett. All right, so this is Boba Fett. Weight wise, he is 5.3 ounces. So, and actually it's funny because he's so tired. His markings remind me a lot of Shrek's markings from the other litter. When I look at him, he looks a lot like Shrek to me, but super sweet. Him and Mando are the 2 big ones in the litter, so they definitely are at the top of the food chain for sure. But growing nice, like you can see how big he is. And then here is Mando, and he is 5.6 ounces this week. I still think I love his little head. I thought his head was super cute from when he was little. Like it was just blockier, and his nose, if you look at him from the side, his nose is a little bit shorter, like more of the St Bernard nose. And so yeah, he was giving me the stink eye today when I was doing pictures. He looked grumpy at me, but I think he's so cute. And Nava always points out she loves his freckles. I don't know if you can see him on his little nose, but he has the cutest freckles. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about Hans and Yoda. Hans and Yoda are still teeny. They both have kind of plateaued as far as weight goes and whatnot, and so we're actually going to go ahead and take him to the vet this week and have him do an overall check on him and make sure that everything's okay. Again, sometimes this happens with these extra large breeds where they just the runts kind of stay runts for a long time, and they're just way delayed in their growth and whatnot, but then they all of a sudden just catch up. And if any of you would like to see pictures of the one that I was talking about that we actually ended up keeping for a few more weeks, which we'll definitely do with these 2, we will keep them for sure for a few extra weeks after some of these bigger ones go home, just to make sure everything's okay and whatnot. But we did that with the one last year, and he's he's big now. He's like 100 pounds, I think. And like I said, he's only a year, so he's still growing. So, yeah, if you would like to see pictures of the one that I'm talking about, I can send them to you if you want to text me and just kind of get an idea of what these runts can do once they hit their growth spurt. But like I said, we're going to take them both in just for an extra vet check, just to make sure everything's okay. My mom and dad are so cute. They have done a ton behind the scenes with both of these, where they bottle feed them, and they these guys have started eating the kibble, but they were about a week late in starting to eat the kibble and whatnot. And so they've done a ton to keep working with these two. So prayers that everything turns out okay with them. But yeah, so this is the F1 litters I mentioned, and we'll make sure and get one more video of them before we do the official picks for the wait list. And yeah, so just make sure and watch for that next week.